So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started on the presentation. We'll just go through a few quick slides, and then we'll go into a quick demo as well. It should only take about 20 minutes. Just to give you the agenda, we'll talk a little bit about Faye if you're not familiar with us, and then we'll just give you an overview on what Sugar Mobile E is, and then what makes it unique, and then we'll go into the demo. And if we have time, we'll answer some questions as well. So a little bit about Faye. We have about 25 years of experience with software. In general, we've been a Sugar partner for close to 10 years. We also do ERP projects as well, and we do custom development. We are headquartered in Woodland Hills, but we have offices throughout the country. All of our development is in-house in the States. That makes us a little bit more unique than some of the other partners in the ecosystem. We also do integrations for a bunch of different product offerings. So if you're familiar with Sugar Exchange, there's a bunch of different add-ons that we have on there. We were also nominated the Most Valuable Global Partner of the Year. It's the sales kickoff back in February, so that was exciting. These are some of our integrations and products. Today, obviously, we'll be highlighting the Mobile E, but we have other products as well. Some of our more popular ones are the QuickBooks integration, Sage integration, Box.com integration, as well as Cash, which is a portal solution for Sugar as well. These are just the ones that we've developed. We also have a couple others in the works right now, but these are the ones that we offer on Sugar Exchange and Sugar Outfitters as well. So Sugar Mobile E, a couple years ago, I believe it was a year or two ago, Sugar released a mobile SDK, software development kit, and so with that, it gives partners the ability to build on top of it. And so our app is completely standalone. You can download it in the App Store. It's called Sugar Mobile E. E stands for enhanced. And so basically it has all of the native Sugar Mobile features. So as they update the product, we can update ours as well. And then there's a layer on top of it for custom functionality that Sugar hasn't added to the mobile application. So it's a little bit different than some of the other apps in the past where they're just a completely separate standalone app and that you have to build your own functionality. You can't leverage the native Sugar mobile app functionality. So this leverages all of that functionality and then has a layer on top of it. So a couple things about what makes it unique. So the native Sugar app doesn't have geolocation. So whether you are at a Starbucks and you wanted to find, all of your accounts within 20 miles, or if you're at a specific account leader or contact and you want to see all of the different, people that you're in touch with and see how close they are to you so you can map them and pick your route and that sort of thing as well. We have all that functionality directly in our Sugar Mobile E app. And then you can also check in and check out of that specific account or contact or lead. And then you can also, the Sugar mobile app does not currently have a calendar, and so we've built a calendar directly into it as well. And then we're building in an act-on integration so you could see hot prospects and things like that as well. You can also search, you can do saved searches, so you can, wherever you are, you can run a search based on a radius, and then you can save those searches for a later date as well. These are just some of the things that we've done to start. But we can also, if you have current requirements or things like that, we do take feature requests and we can build those things into the product. This is what I was just sort of elaborating on, the nearby, which is anywhere you are. It just takes your geolocation, your location of where you're at, and you can search a radius of your accounts, contacts, leads. We've also added in custom modules. So for example, if you're looking to track something like projects or jobs, or cases or whatever it is, as long as there's an address linked to it, then we can track it in there as well. So with that, we'll go ahead and do the demo. Jesse, can we make Shervin a presenter? Okay, so here we are. This is the mobile app here. We're actually just mirroring this from the iPad. So we're at an account right now, and one thing that you could do, so there's a couple things. We've added a couple buttons on the account view. So for example, you could see, you can click on this nearby, and what that'll do is it'll pop open a screen here, and this will allow you to search within a certain radius here. So you can put in 50 miles or 25 miles or whatever it is that you're looking to narrow it down to. And then you can click on Find, and then it'll pull up all of the accounts. In this case, we have 3 items that we're looking for: leads, contacts, and accounts. And as you can see here, you can see all of the records here, the closest one, what type of account it is. And then we also have the ability to bring in custom fields and things like that as well. So if you wanted to see if you're bringing in data from your accounting system, then you can sort by the sales year to date, so you have the ability to see sales figures and things like that. And then you can also see things like lead score as well. If you wanted to go to a specific account, you could either click on it and view the records on the left side, or you can drill into it on the right side and map it directly from here. Clicking on that would lead you directly to the map. So that's just one of the features that we've added to the mobile app. You also have the ability to go to, so at the bottom of is where all the Sugar Mobile functionality is. So you can go nearby when you're directly at an account, but you could also do it if you're not near an account. So you could click on the Near Me functionality. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to pick everything near you regardless of where you are. So if you're not near an account or contact or a lead, you could just go to the native Near Me feature, and then you can see all of those accounts or contacts that are within that range. So you could do it specifically when you're at an account, contact, or a lead, or you can also do it when you're not near anything at all. You can then drill into an account. Once you're in an account, you can check in. And then once you're done with the meeting, you can also check out of the meeting as well. And what that'll do is the check-in will create a meeting record. And then when you're done with the meeting, you can go to the checkout component of Sugar, where this is where basically all of the meetings that you checked into but you never closed out. Then you can come into here and then check out. You could also drill in to the meeting if you wanted to, and then add your notes and things like that as well. So from there, you just check in, check out. It just puts a 1 minute time difference, because that was how long the difference between the two. And you could enter in your notes. And then you could close out that meeting. So it really allows you to efficiently check in and check out, without having to manually go to the account, create a meeting record, things like that. It's really just clicking the button, that sort of thing as well. What we're looking at now is the saved searches. So if you frequent the same types of places, the same contacts, the same leads, the same accounts, same opportunities, you can save those particular searches. So if you went to somewhere specific on Friday and you wanted to remember what that trip was, you can save that search and then come back to it at any time. So if you wanted to go in and drill into one, you basically have access to all of your different saved searches that you've done in the past. So when you're creating the searches, you can go in and just click Save, and then you can name your search. So if you wanted to say, name it something specific that you can make sure that you remember. then it'll make it easier for you to go back to, and then you can you get a notification here that's been saved successfully, and then you can go back to your saved searches, and then you can see it there. It'll be right there at the top. We also have the ability to add in other fields and things like that to this view as well. This is just what's in there for the time being. Now, the next thing we'll go to, we'll just show you the calendar really quickly. So this is actually surprisingly one of the things that was heavily requested that people didn't really like about the native Sugar app, is the fact that you couldn't just pull up a calendar view and look at your day or your week or that sort of thing as well. In the native Sugar mobile app, you have the ability to set up dashboards, and you can see like your scheduled planned activities. But there's no real native calendar view. So in here you can see, you know, you have your full week. You can drag and drop the different calendar entries around. You can create calendar entries directly from here, and it'll store, you can create a meeting or a call, and it can create that meeting record, and whoever, you know, you relate it to, it'll also save it to the account, you know, like you would normally expect it to. So you have the ability to access full access to a calendar, and anything that you put onto if you log something, a meeting or a call directly on an account or a contact or a lead, it's going to automatically put it on your calendar view as well. You can see here that we have both a day, a week, and a month view on the calendar.
Jake, is the calendar linked to Outlook at all?
It's just a native calendar to the app, but if you have something like Riva installed that is syncing to Sugar, then that can connect to Outlook. So there's not a direct connection to Outlook, but it's very common for companies to use something like Riva, which is a server-side integration. And if you have that configured, then then it's all going to be synchronized. Because it'll go to Sugar, and then it'll go to the Mobilely calendar app. And that's really all we had for the demo. Jesse, are there any other questions, comments, things that came up?
Yeah, so as far as meetings on the calendar, are they based on the system time of the mobile device or the Sugar user's time zone?
The mobile time zone.
The mobile time zone, okay. And then, so what are some of the use cases for your clients that you're seeing? You know, why are people choosing to go with this enhanced mobile app versus, you know, the free app?
So usually it's when there are, you know, limitations or things that they want to do that they can't. And so in a lot of cases, the geo-mapping tends to be a really nice focus, because without it, you kind of have to scroll through your account list to really view and kind of have to figure out on your own. So that's one of the bigger drivers, is if you have people that are on the road and need to be able to have quick access to this type of data without having to sort of fumble through everything, then I think that the calendar is also a big one, because it allows you to really quickly see like what's on your schedule without having to, again, go through the app and sort of look through your accounts and contacts and leads as well. Anything else? There's also, I guess I should just note that this will also work on the web version. So this Near Me feature, so like if you're on an account, you know, on the right side, how there's intelligence panels, you'll also have the ability to see this on the web. It doesn't tend to be needed as much on the web, because this is something that you tend to do on the road, but you also have the ability to use the Near Me or the Near Account feature on the web version of Sugar as well.
Okay, great. And then how does it work as far as pricing and users? You know, can you kind of talk us through that?
Yeah, that's the other thing is that so Sugar Enterprise is a requirement for this product. In order to use the Sugar mobile SDK, you have to be on Sugar Enterprise. So just keep that in mind. If you're on Professional, you'd have to upgrade. And then there is a mobile app cost on top of it, so it's about $10 per user per month. It would be billed annually. So we're looking at about $120 per user per year. And as we go through and add more clients to the product, the more features will get added to the mobile functionality as well. That's a $10 per user per month.
And are there any limitations on the type of device people are using?
Right now, it's on the iOS platform, but if someone is interested in the Android platform, we could get that compatible rather quickly.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. I'll hear what one more question here. Oh, yeah, so you did answer that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that just about does it. So Jake, Shervin, thanks so much for taking us through the app. There were some other questions that came in that need to take a little bit of more research on our end. So if you've asked a question and it wasn't answered, we'll definitely get back to you with an email to discuss the answer to that. And if there's any other questions that anyone else has during the webinar that didn't come up, or you think of it later, just feel free to send me an email. And also, we'll send out a recording as well, so you can, revisit this and take a look at it. It'll just take us about a day to process that. So thanks again, guys. Thanks everyone for joining, and everyone have a great rest of your week. Take care.